could join the exclusive club of nurses with a net worth of over $1 million. Can nurses ever actually earn that much money? I'm sure you're thinking, I barely make $100,000 a year and already work 5 to 6 painful 12-hour shifts. How and when on earth will you ever earn up to $1 million? Well, that's where I come in. So, since we just now getting to know each other, let me tell you a little bit about the ups and the lows down in the dumps of my journey and the practical steps that I took in order to transform my finances, personal and business, within a relatively short period of time. And the best part, I did not have to wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and take sub-zero showers or go out and run in the rain. The career span of a nurse is 30 to 40 years. See, in my first decade as a travel nurse, I earned, after taxes, over $1 million. Despite all that, earning all that money and being married, I managed to lose like all of it. And in fact, accumulate just as much in debt. Like most people, I had no idea what I was doing when I began my nursing career in 2009. I had no thoughts whatsoever about retirement or investment plans for that money. So the money that I was earning at the time, actually, I wanted to go to CRNA school. My intent was to graduate nursing school, work in the CVICU for 2 years, and then pass the GRE, save up enough money, and go to CRNA school. But unfortunately, as I'm sure you have figured out, that passion alone as a nurse, it can only take you so far. So I began my dream travel nursing career. So I believed that actually working in California as a travel nurse was going to be the quickest path to financial freedom, and it represented the best option for the lifestyle that I. But it did not take long before I became burnt out physically, mentally. Y'all remember them nursing memes that tell us that we're superheroes? Nursing is a trap. I guarantee you, Wonder Woman would quit if she had to work 6 consecutive 12-hour night shifts on top of that and give lactulose enemas to a combative, incontinent, withdrawing alcoholic patient that has a sitter, mittens, wrist restraints, all 4 side rails up. In my despair in 2018, I mustered up enough latent passion to start, you see it, Stronger Nurse, my dream brand that harnesses the power of community. Yes, nurses collectively to create products, my own line, Stronger Nurse Streetwear, services. I'm going to teach y'all how to travel nurse and earn money at it and thrive. And programs like Stronger Nurse Network that empower nurses like yourself to achieve your full potential. So that leads me to my first tip. Don't be scared to try new things. Sure, there are no guarantees that you're going to succeed. Hell, there's no guarantees that even I'm going to succeed. But I know one thing for sure, and this is facts. If you don't try, you have already failed. Several nurses actually have now earned sheesh load from non-traditional sources due to, social media and the internet. And you yourself cannot afford to sleep on the massive opportunities around you. And all you need is your nursing license. There are so many opportunities, literally so much that you can do. From writing content, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, to writing online tutoring. Stephanie Beggs, this girl's the ER nurse. She made it into the Forbes 30 under 30 after turning her viral social media post into a business that generates millions of dollars. That girl got the bag. There is no telling what you yourself could do when you step out your comfort zone. So, after starting my business, my big ass brand, I literally assumed, that everything would just work out. I found a new means of self-expression, an all this creativity that I would no longer have to trade my time to a system that only seems to continually offer disrespect, violence, and a chronically underpaid and understaffed workforce. In 2018, I quit. I focused on building my brand. So I turned my attention towards Texas real estate, and I studied and passed the Texas exam on my first try. See, I got this Kanye level confidence. Wait till I get my money right, because I know that it's going to work out. But at that point in time, I swore that I was going to be generating at least like $500,000 in revenue in 1 year, and I was going to be able to tell nursing deuces. I literally was determined to give Stronger Nurse everything that I had, my only shot at financial freedom. Did you know that according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, 21.7% of startup businesses fail in their first year of operation, which is the reason why a lot of people quit after the first time. But a few serial entrepreneurs that we've heard of, Bill Gates and Paul Allen, well, they saw their very first attempts at building a successful business fail terribly. Traf-O-Data. Have you ever heard of it? Google it. My point exactly. But apparently, nobody remembered to tell me that failure was a part of the process. I thought I was going to be on the front page of Time magazine with billionaires like Bernard Arnault. 1 year after starting my business, I found myself imprisoned in an unsustainable lifestyle that I had created myself in crippling debt. I took out $225,000 in personal and credit card loans. I also took out $100,000 from my retirement account. And I'm telling you, I worked so hard to save all that money, and I had $0 in my bank account. I used to work for the pawn shop before I became a nurse, and I had a gorgeous collection worth about $30,000 of diamonds, gold, precious gems. It's all gone. Every bit of it is all gone. I bet on myself, and I had no intentions of failing. I did not even stop to consider what would happen if I failed, like if I couldn't pay it back. That brings me to tip number deuce. Ease into it. While it's great to spread out your wings and try out new things, don't go overboard. On a moving ship, I'm talking about like speedboat and jumping overboard and take on an overwhelming amount of debt to do so. Keyword is think. You got to think about this like a marathon or like climbing a very, very steep mountain. It's going to take you a long ass time, okay? And you will not get it right on your first attempt. That's facts. So you just won't, okay? So you got to make sure to create some wiggle room to go at it again. So don't take unnecessary loans or make any drastic decisions about your life until you are absolutely sure, convinced, like you got it, it's solid, and that you have the time and the patience to support your lifestyle. And that brings me up to my next thing. You need to adopt an entrepreneurial mindset. And I mean that you must be dogged and committed to learning on your journey. It will not be easy. It's just not. But hey, that's why not all nurses eventually become millionaires, right? See, by 2019, myself, I was dealing with the prospect of filing for bankruptcy and foreclosure due to the humongous debt that I had amassed because I bet on myself. Although this period was the most challenging period in my adult life, let me tell you, it allowed me to prove to myself if I really, really, really wanted this. Somehow, I found my inner David Goggins and decided not to give up on the Stronger Nurse brand. However, I still have one more tough decision. Do I go back to California, Or do I stay in Texas as a staff nurse? There have been a million bumps on this $1 million road, let me tell you. A million bumps. And I ain't even felt all of them yet. With the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, I had decided to go with staff nursing for the time being to protect my mental and my physical health. And at the time, it turned out to be a financially sound decision because I ended up earning $250,000 a year at the height of the pandemic when we were stretched to our limits. It was great while it lasted though, and I knew it wasn't going to last long. I knew that I needed to travel after the pandemic was over. So in 2022, when I was strong enough, I went back to California on a mission to become financially independent in a post-pandemic landscape where contract rates are cut mid-assignment, states are capping travel nurse pay, and hospitals cancel agreements with no repercussions. But for me, being the veteran travel nurse that I am, sticking with travel nursing has been the one thing that saved me from financial suicide. And let me tell you, I have been able to clear off over $745,000 in debt that I accumulated and in return grow my net worth to over $400,000. What's more is I am proud to say that I am on track to earning $1 million, but also becoming a millionaire in the next 5 years. Now, would I recommend that you become a travel nurse? That's a decision that only you can make for yourself. See, travel nursing, it has its benefits. You got flexibility and you got high pay. But I can boldly say that this path is not for everyone. If you value predictability, if you value your relationships more than anything, and stability over everything else that you have, you might have to consider another course. Building your dreams and your finances, but that can seem so daunting, especially with no clear roadmap. Fortunately for you though, I'm here to share everything that I've learned as a veteran travel nurse so you can thrive if you choose a travel nursing career. Whether you're fresh out of nursing school or considering going to nursing school or a veteran travel nurse, the tips and tricks that I will share on Stronger Nurse Universe will most definitely help you on your nursing journey. And hopefully you won't have to make the same mistakes that I made. So this is the first in the series of videos that I'll be making to help you and inspire you on your road to your dreams, because we all need that positive energy to jolt us forward. If you really enjoyed this video, all you need to do is hit the subscribe button and you'll have access to privileged information that will simplify your journey and place you among the leading professionals in our rich and noble space. Thank you for joining Stronger Nurse Universe. I'll see you in my next video.